Jim.
Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to another hashtag LockBoss show and giveaway. I tell you what, happy to be here with you today. And the one and only LockFather, my dad. How's things?
Things are going well, thanks.
Did you know in the past week or so, we pretty much haven't even spoke until you showed up here a few minutes ago.
You're right. See how you are?
I thought that's see how you are. I mean, who's supposed to be calling who here?
I don't know. I thought you'd be calling me because you said you had something for Father's Day, and that was 2 weeks ago. I still haven't seen it.
Have you not? Did you not get that?
No, I got nothing. See? He loves his dad.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
you need confession music?
I don't know why you didn't ask Julio to cue it first, but
I love it.
I love the fact that you wait for us to be live on the internet to say that. It actually
hey, you're a busy guy.
And
hey, I don't need anything anyway, so I'm good.
Oh my gosh. I wonder where your present is now. I got to ask Charity.
Maybe you guys hawked it for a pizza or something.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what, sir? I'm going to get that to you. But it's probably...
I don't need anything.
But it's probably not going to be for about a week.
See how he is? Another week.
Oh, man. That's good, though. Hey, thank you so much for bringing that up live, though. That's actually really funny. Oh, my gosh. Now, of course, hold on. A couple things here. We're drinking some Topo Chico. And, of course... Cheers, Dad. And
to everybody.
To you out there as well. Refreshing.
It is.
Absolutely refreshing. So, hey, I tell you what, we're going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to be going over the comment of the week, the post of the week. We're going to be catching up with the LockFather. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be catching up with you since he's been avoiding my phone calls. No. And then, of course, lastly, it's the last Tuesday of the month, and you know what that means. 5 lucky winners are going to be getting $500 each credits to CLKsupplies.com.
Yeah, that's great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say.
Pretty cool. So that is the agenda. But first, Dad, you having a good day?
Oh, yeah. Everything's peachy.
Really, I'm excited to dive into some of the current lock stories.
I don't know if I have any.
Oh, okay.
Have to think.
I think we can pull them out of you.
Yeah.
I think we can pull them out of you. Now, of course, let me go ahead and put in here. After today's live show, if you want to swing by Jimmy J's Discord for a little bit of an after party, if you're watching, you're more than welcome to. I just put the link in the...
I think he said there wasn't going to be one tonight because he's out of town.
Oh, yeah, he might not be there himself.
Oh, the other guys will be there.
Yeah, the party is going to go on.
Cool.
All right, although we will miss Jimmy if he does miss. So, and then, so are you going to join tonight?
I'm going to try.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'll be joining in for a little bit. It should be good stuff. All right. So with that being said, should we hop into today's show?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Or as you like to say, LGLG, right? No?
I don't know that.
Maybe? I don't know. All right. Here. Enough messing around here. Let's go ahead and let's get to the posts of the week. Here we go. This one comes from Nate K. Nate says, awesome prize pack. I enjoy your great products and customer service. I love the videos, real world tips, and new ideas in the locksmith field. Shirts that I will wear with pride of our industry. Very good, Nate K. Nate, thanks for not only participating, but of course, congrats on winning and for sending some photos in.
Yeah, awesome.
Very good. All right, let's go to the comment of the week. This one comes from Sharkman4928 says, great video. I love seeing where our products come from. I'm absolutely floored to see them making their own PCB boards. Way to go, D-Tex. Now, Dad, you were down there during that trip.
Yep.
So, I mean, were you floored also?
Yeah, I was. It was amazing how they did everything themselves in-house.
Yeah.
You know, bend, cut, solder, make their boards. One machine, they put the product there, it melts it, makes the boards, puts the solder, you know, does the whole thing. It was amazing.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So
Awesome people.
they are, huh? It was a great time going down there. If they asked you to go back down there again, would you?
Yeah. No ands, ifs, or buts.
Really? Would you take me with you?
Okay. We had a good time. They treated us excellent.
Yeah, that Southern hospitality, I tell you.
Unbelievable. And all the food they feed you. Man, I couldn't eat every meal.
I know.
There was so much of it.
It is a very true story, I tell
And
you.
if you go away hungry, that's your fault.
Oh, it is. Yeah, something went horribly wrong, actually.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Sharkman, thank you for the comment. All right. So we got our $500 giveaway today, which we will get to in just a few minutes. But first, let's talk with the LockFather about what's going on in the world of his lock shop. Now, and then of course, first let's rewind a little bit and let's get into your you were going on vacation, and let's get into how that was for you. And let's see now.
Well, I'm supposed to take off a week a month.
Who makes you do that?
Me.
Uh-oh.
But it doesn't.
Hold on.
Oh,
Did Julio put confession music on?
It sounds like it.
Uh-oh. Okay, what do you have to confess? I mean, did you tip
Nothing.
Julio off, or
What?
did you tip Julio off that you had?
No. Not at all. But yeah, it was fun.
Okay, we'll go back to, you were talking about you're supposed to take.
Supposed to, but very seldom do I ever take a vacation.
Is that why Julio put the music on?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess Julio knew. But we went charter fishing out in the ocean.
Okay.
And it was fantastic. Me and my buddy and the captain's dad happened to be, we were the only three who didn't get sick to our stomachs.
Really?
Yeah, that's why fishing was so good. They were chumming the whole time.
Oh my gosh. So did you catch a bunch?
Oh yeah, I probably caught 30.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you take them home, or what did you do?
The limit's 7 sea bass per person. It's 14 people, so we can catch 100, roughly.
Wow.
And then we did lean cod, and you could keep 2 of them. And the people that were chumming for us, we were catching.
Really?
Yeah, I got 3 hooks put in my hand.
Oh.
That hurt. The one went in the side of my pinky and came out at the nail.
Okay.
And luckily I have not very good feeling in my hands, so that didn't hurt. The one that hurt is the one in my palm.
Oh.
But it was great. We had a fantastic time.
Did you go crabbing at all?
Yes. And no success.
Is that why you didn't bring it up? Is that why? Did you notice that?
That's what I was telling you. Where I usually go, that it was closed.
Okay.
So we went over to Westport, Washington, and it went off the dock. Dean, who has Shore
Lock
lock and key, says, "Oh, I have a crab pot you can use." "Oh, I have some too, but okay." And he gave me the salmon head to put in it and do. And we got 2 crab after a couple hours, and they weren't keepers.
Okay.
So we packed up, and then the next day I go, "We'll go around Ocean Shores and do it." And then it was teeming rain, and we didn't want to do it.
Okay.
Actually, I had to buy rain gear.
So you missed your fishing crew. that caught all the crab.
That's it. You and the boys.
Yes, yes. When are we going to do that again?
Once they open.
Okay.
Unless they want to go charter, but it's expensive. Dad has to pay.
You'll pay,
No,
you
your
said,
dad.
for it all?
Your dad. Not me. You are dad. For your kids.
I thought you said your dad has to pay when you told me. That's you.
I can't get out of
Nah. Okay, so first question. Okay, let's dive into locksmithing here.
Okay.
And the first question is how often were you getting work phone calls from the crew while you're on vacation?
A couple guys said, "Oh, can I go home early?" And I said, "I'm out on vacation. You talk to dispatch. If it's slow, I guess you can. If not, no." You know.
So you were sitting on the beach essentially, and you're getting messages.
Oh yeah.
Can I go home early today?
Yeah, and they give me POs to sign off.
Yeah.
The parts they need because I won't let them order unless it's already sold. Then they can order anything they want.
Yeah.
But it has to be sold.
Yeah.
Just to control because I take stock out of different shops, put in others because we have a bunch here or there. You know.
Yeah.
And why spend your money twice?
Yeah.
Keep that money turning.
So, okay, so when you're sitting over there, though, you're getting a message, can I go home early today? And are you thinking to yourself, well, I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. I thought we need to work to make a living so we can put a roof and food in our stomach, you know?
Yeah.
But everybody's different in life, and I accept that.
Okay, what other type of phone calls did you get over there? Did you get any juicies?
Nope, none whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah,
so just kind of ones that you're like, man, I really wish I didn't get this message, but outside of that,
yeah,
pretty low key.
Yeah, I don't mind them texting me. I'd rather have them text me and send me pictures than do whatever.
Okay. Let's talk lock shop wise. Let's talk first of all.
I did put cameras in all the vans.
Cameras in each van.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to us.
See forward, backwards, and they can actually see the driver too. That's 3 cameras.
3 in 1,
Yeah.
or
well, you have a little camera what you put in back. The camera what you put on your window has one that goes forward and one looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I decided to do that because one of the trucks got sideswiped, and they wrecked a month ago.
Okay.
And the guy was rattled and it didn't get the license plate. So we called the cops, and the cop says, well, you know, write it off or call your insurance. And of course, I'm not going to call insurance because then your rates go up.
Yep.
So, you know, and he's a young guy. So what do I do? Well, what do I tell you to I tell everybody, if you're ever in an accident, get their information, their driver's license, their insurance card, take pictures of all of it.
So how much did it end up costing you?
I didn't get it fixed.
Wasn't that bad?
No, it scraped the paint and dent the bumper in a little, but you know, sometimes I feel like we're demolition derby vans.
Okay.
You know, because I've had some hung dingers.
Yeah.
You know.
So okay, so with these cameras, are they like live?
$29.
Okay.
No, it has a little card in it. What records all 24/7. After 3 days, it records over.
Okay, so it goes in every 3 days. Yep. It just probably takes the old and keeps recycling. Right. So it's always a 3-day trail.
And Brian put one on his van years ago.
Yes.
And he says, you know, this is what the camera. I said, well, order me 10 of them. And he says all he does is, you know, at night he unplugs it, plugs it back in, and it still records when he's not there. So if somebody hits him, he can tell.
Yeah.
You know, that's unfortunately what in our society today, people aren't up front. I didn't do nothing, you know.
Yeah.
So it's best to pay a little bit of cost and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I even have one in my little Kia.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for one part because I got to route the wire a little different. It took more.
Do you plan on talking to it?
I'm sure somebody's going to take it out and make copies of it.
Or worst case, we're gonna have you singing
That's
on
it.
camera. Oh my gosh!
Oh, is that song? Take this job. And,
Yeah.
good old Johnny Paycheck.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, so that's fairly new. How long's that been going on?
Just about a month.
Oh, for about a month.
Yeah.
Okay. So a few minutes.
Yeah. And hopefully, if we have any, because remember about 4 years ago, Brian got rear-ended.
Yep.
And if he didn't see that truck coming,
Uh-huh.
it totaled the truck, but he could have been killed.
Yeah.
And, I always look in my rearview mirror anyways, because sometimes there's a lot of room up here. Everybody speeds and doesn't pay attention to what they're driving.
Yep.
And with the cell phone and everything, it's crazy out there anymore.
Interesting. Yeah. So, how is the trailer been going?
Good. I've had a lot of comments.
Yeah.
People go, oh man, I saw your trailer out there. Awesome.
I've actually had several people
Say to you too.
say, "Hey, saw your dad's trailer over there. Like, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just advertising."
That's it.
So you've had a lot of people too.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know if you've gotten any phone calls from it yet?
I honestly don't. I should ask our dispatch to ask them, how did you hear about us? Well, we've used you a million times,
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll say something.
Mm-hmm. What is the plan? How long do you plan to keep it where it's at?
Oh, I don't know. Until I decide to move it.
Okay.
Might be a year, might be, 4 months. You never know. It's been there 2 months now.
Okay.
And it's, it's good. I wish I'd buy another one, put it somewhere else,
Yeah.
because it's well worth advertisement. Costs so much, but that's really very little cost, because you always have the trailer to sell if you want to.
Uh-huh.
What, am I boring you?
Oh no, I got tired all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So at this point, keep it there. How much does it cost you a month again?
$100 a month, $25 a week.
$100 a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Now this Sunday is the safe video.
Oh, is
the
it?
Safe movie.
Yeah, cool.
So people will really get a kick out of seeing all of your safe moving equipment.
Yeah, it's, everybody does it a little different. This is just the way we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've been very fortunate to do so much of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dad, how do you, so I'm just looking at some of the questions in here. Let's see here. How are you paying? Hourly, commission?
On what?
Your staff.
They get hourly plus commissions.
During the day?
During the day. At night, they get a percentage. They get percentage on labor, miles, and then they get a percentage of parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, excuse me, how has the reviews been? Have you
been pretty good. One guy came in, we made him a key. I don't know if I said this last time. We made him a key for his Thule, what goes on top of the car for storage.
Yeah.
And we copied the key. Our key works good. He goes home, calls, and says, hey, my key's not working. Well, we haven't done anything to your key.
It's just a copy.
Right. And then he came back and he wanted another key because his didn't key, and he was mad because we charged him for it. And I said to him, well, bring it back, because this is a Google thing. He complained, right?
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Like a 1-star review type of a thing?
Well, he sent something and said, well, gosh, why are you charging me? My key did work. Well, I said, well, bring it back in, we'll spray it. And my guy should have done that. He was one of the new guys.
Yeah.
And so I explained to him that, lubricate it, try to keep him happy and go, But there was no reason why I should have gave him a key.
Yeah.
Because why did that one work and his isn't? So
yeah,
you get stuff like that. I just try to tell my guys to be polite and professional. Don't get mad.
Mhm.
Don't argue. And I've given a lot of stuff away because I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because some customers can rag on you pretty heavy.
No, people were asking on the trailer, just to backpedal for a second.
Okay.
They didn't see any MX-13.
Yeah, well, Medico's better well known. But MX-13. Okay, give me a marker and I'll go out there and put it.
It feels like a very big error.
Yes, on my part. Because I've had to hear about this since I got the trailer.
Okay, so that customer, that review, do you get them to remove the review?
No.
They left it.
Yeah, well, to my knowledge, I'm not one of those guys. I don't like the review system because a lot of people, it could be your competition. It can be one of their friends just trying to make you look bad. And that's the problem with reviews, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, you want 100%. That's the goal always. But unfortunately, you can't please everybody. I try.
Have you had some interesting locks that you guys have been working on?
Well, we've got a big Medico job and a big Best. We're redoing
how many cores?
180.
180.
And
what Best QA?
CW or WC.
WC?
Yep.
Okay.
And something like 200 plus keys because they want everything, to fit this one, that one, this one,
Yeah.
So that's a good job. And a couple of the guys had an all-nighter. They didn't get home till 4:30 in the morning.
Whoa. Yeah, fill us in on this.
Worked all day and then worked till 4:30. And I was on vacation. And I said, well, you guys shouldn't have come in the next day. Or at least come in at noon or whatever.
What job was it? Like, what were they doing?
Bank of America.
Okay.
And had to put some handicap closures on and everything.
Okay.
And the parts, what they sent us way too many parts.
Okay.
Doing through a company, what hires us to do it.
Yeah.
And they kept saying, well, what's this part for? They're both very knowledgeable. And they go, okay, let's just put it here. And then they called and said, got it all done. Here's the pictures. But we have all these extra parts. And they said, oh, we send you a bunch of extra stuff just in case, different things.
Yeah.
Because whenever you do work for them, you got to take pictures of everything.
But walk me through what would make them stay there that late and not just come back the next day?
Because you can't do it during the day. They don't want you there.
Oh, because it's a bank that is open during the day.
Right.
And so did they have security guards there all night?
They never told me. I presume they would, because you got everything open to the world.
Wow. That is interesting.
Yeah.
3, 4 a.m.?
4:30 they got done.
And then so they went home and
went to sleep and got there by 9 or 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I said I would have took the day. Because years ago, remember over at Northtown Mall, we had that, you were there too.
Oh, yeah.
That, clothing store.
Yeah, what was that clothing store?
Union or something?
What was?
University clothing.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Huge thing. And it all had
we did it.
Key, and we got done at 1.
At 1, yes. I remember that. We split up in crews.
Right. And then I took
we had
everybody.
a crew upstairs and then a crew downstairs.
Took everybody to breakfast at Cherry's after that.
Remind me what, so I know we were working on all the doors. What were we changing out panic devices? What were we doing? I can't remember.
Some we just rekeyed and some we had to replace the whole panic device.
Yes.
So we took 5 vans. There was 5 or 6 of us at that time. And we all busted our rears doing it.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? That was...
as I always say, I'm willing to do anything.
I remember Kid Lock was with you. I remember that. I mean, you and I would have been choking each other if we were on the same door together, right?
Well, because the son goes, Dad, is this right?
No,
Dad,
no,
is
no,
this
no, no,
right?"
no, 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 no.
I know. I'm
No,
just
it
giving
would have
you a
been
hard
like,
time.
I would have been trying to get you to not bite your tongue off.
Yeah.
And then you would have been like, why are you holding it right there when you can hold it here? Right.
Yep. When it's your kid, you want them to be the best,
Well, something like that. Like, I mean, you just have your own way of doing stuff, just like everybody does.
Yeah. It's just like when you're working on a door, I put my drill underneath my underarms instead of bending over lifting. That's a step you can get rid of,
Yeah.
I want to go bam, bam.
Then look at this. Adrian says PJ still shops at the Buckle.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Never. Actually, I don't think I have ever.
I don't think you ever have.
I don't think I've actually ever owned anything from there. I'm trying to think if I've even walked in a store before.
What's that other Emmett Crosby or something?
American Eagle when I was like 15.
No, high school.
Yeah, 15.
He was a preppy.
No, settle down.
Dad will never be a preppy. He just wears what he wears, if it matches or not. Your mother always gets upset. And I said, well, that's who I am.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. So, they did that job early in the morning. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What other things? Have you had any cool cars you guys had to make keys for, or RVs? You're doing a lot of RVs right now?
Tanner made a key 2 weekends ago at the Coeur d'Alene Cruise.
Okay.
A Model T 28.
A 28 Model T. So was it H18?
Probably. Or
27 or 5?
I think it was a 5.
Okay.
And you know who the auctioneer was? Matt Bax.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
So it was his?
No, he was the auctioneer and he was responsible for all the keys.
Oh, because it was getting auctioned.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that down there.
Oh, yeah. Every cruise, they have it.
How much did it go for?
I don't have a slice idea. I wasn't there.
Oh.
Should have been, but I was out doing other stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Working the farm.
Interesting. Now, I do remember years and years ago, it's that Coeur d'Alene event. It's like a downtown event that everyone brings cruise. They bring their old vehicles.
72 or older.
72 or older, and they go through and they make loops and just like a hangout, pretty low key.
Yeah, and I used to throw out shirts and free house key coupons,
Yep.
know.
But I remember that event. There's a lot of people.
I mean, we're
locally.
talking thousands.
Yes. And I remember years and years. I mean, I was in high school when a guy named Scott, who worked for you, set the record on the most amount of lockouts in one night.
Yeah.
It was like 29.
Yep. That was a booming night.
Right? 29 lockouts in one evening downtown.
Exactly.
The question is, how many lockouts did you this have? Was there still a lot of them?
No, he probably had 10 jobs the whole weekend. And that's usually low, but, prices went up a couple years ago. So it's not, inexpensive. It's expensive to get your lockout.
Okay.
Because there's no sense of paying your guys working 8 hours and then they get, $5 or $10 more on a job after hours. That's ridiculous. And now they get minimum $60 to $75 on every job.
Yeah.
Or more, depends on the commission scale, but minimum is usually $60.
So that was kind of like a one-time thing that happened that one year.
Yeah, well, I'd like that to happen every day.
Yes.
That's a business owner for you.
It really is, right?
Yep.
As soon as today's over, as soon as the day is over today, our appetite, we wake up with a fresh new one tomorrow.
That's it. When you're self-employed, you absolutely do.
Yes.
And a lot of employees are that way too.
Yeah.
Those are what I call the good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's how would you say overall businesses? Would you say it's normal, a little slow, a little busy? Like how would you classify that?
Well, usually February is our slowest month, and it was actually slammed. And the way I tell is because I don't have to use my line of credit. And then in April in May, it was a little slowish compared to what we usually do.
Yeah.
But now it's busy. I mean,
You're booming.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
And so when those guys text you and say, "Hey, can I go home early today?" You're like, "No, ask me again in February."
Yeah. Yeah, your dad can't be that cruel. I'd like to be, but I can't.
Oh man, that's good. So
when we're busy, everybody wants time off. When we're slow, they all go, "How come there's no work?"
I know, yeah, it's always how it works, right?
Yeah.
I mean, now people are asking once again to kind of talk about, like you're talking about commission during the week. How does somebody get commission working for you during the week when they're already being paid hourly?
Well, if they sell high security locks,
Okay.
you know, they get a
Medico MX13.
Right.
Okay.
multi-lock.
Do you still set up new multi-lock accounts?
It's unbelievable. As much as I don't like it, because I always lock them up when I go to rekey them.
I would cut and pin 10-1 multi-lock to Medico myself.
Would you?
Yeah.
Not me.
I mean, well, Medico, I mean, it's obviously good, but it's kind of like cutting keys is annoying.
Either one's annoying.
You think the multi-lock machines?
Yeah, because you got to put the little card up there and dial in whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing. Medico, you turn this, you turn that.
Yeah.
You know, but they usually get 5 to 10% on the product.
Okay.
As their commission, plus their regular pay.
Yeah.
And this is on rekeying. It's on the retail part of the lock.
Yeah.
And the keys. I mean, one guy sold a $20,000 job. He was a happy camper.
I bet he was.
And I usually give the guys, if they sell a safe, I give them 10% of the profit.
Okay.
You know,
So say for $1,000 and you make $250,
you get $25.
You get $25.
Right.
Okay.
And
now, will you give me referral fees when I have my friends that want it?
no, because they expect nothing. Are you going to give me a break? I know PJ. Well, I'm glad you do. You know,
You're like, that's going to cost you extra.
that's it.
Yeah, I actually just referred a Honda to you. So a guy that I like, I would say that he's like, I mean, I know him not well. He has a Honda.
Black one.
I don't know.
Yeah, we did a Honda the other day. It was a pain. His ignition was jacked up.
Yes.
And usually you don't have to drop the column, but this one you had to.
Yeah.
And lights came on after. There was a grinding sound. You had to reset a modular.
Mm.
And of course, we didn't do it. We did what the internet said to do, you know.
Yeah.
But I am buying one of those $10,000 reprogram. You know, you can change the settings on a car, or you know, redo them.
Like PCM or BCM stuff. What manufacturer?
We'll do them all. Not all, but 90% of them. You know, you buy it through Snap-on or wherever.
We need to talk about that off camera,
Okay.
because to make sure you get the right one.
Yeah, I agree, because there's so many out there.
And it's going to cost you way less, actually.
That's what I like.
So, and then
Less and make all the profit.
And then you can I'll save you $8,000 and you just give me $4,000. Okay.
Yeah, save half. But he always has that sly sleeve.
Oh man, yeah, that's
But we got it,
Yeah.
We got rid of the grinding sound, and it was weird that it would have a grinding sound, because you just drop it down far enough, the last nut,
Yeah.
And we've never had that problem ever on a Honda.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Really.
So I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
So,
So it's all done and everything's perfect.
except one light's on, and they told me the light was already on. My people.
Okay.
Because when they drove it in, there was a grinding sound.
No,
Sounds like it could be what's that, rack and pinion going out.
So do you document, like when something like this happens, do you document before you start if like a check engine light's on?
Yeah,
or...
we take pictures of it, say, hey, this is what's on.
Yeah.
And they can look at the time on your thing when you took it.
Yeah.
So, we call them 6 hours later or 2 hours, whatever. And
yeah,
we document everything, or we'll call them and say, hey, did you know you had this problem?
Yeah.
And it's hard to program a key when the engine light's on because they don't always program.
Yeah.
And so this is why.
And sometimes even
machine.
clearing them, sometimes even just clearing it isn't enough.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the truth. It is the truth. Yeah.
And I've had to send them to the dealer and pay for it,
Well, the one that I was referring to, the dealer quoted them, whatever they were doing was $1,200.
Yeah. We probably charge them $4.50 to rebuild it.
Yep. Yeah, about four. I think he
that's
said
Honda's.
$450.
Yeah, that's Honda's.
He asked if you could get a like. So I told him to go to you.
Yeah.
And he told me the price or whatever, and like was
Can you get me a better price?
He's gonna talk about it, and I offered to give him your cell number.
And I was on vacation. No, I wasn't. Yeah, I was because it was Friday.
That would have been. I was hoping he was gonna want it.
Called Relax.
Oh,
as an older gentleman, or maybe I'm not a gentleman, but older guy, you need to have a little break in life.
Yeah.
Because you've already worked your butt off to get where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll keep working.
But are you recharged, fresh?
Yeah.
Ready to tackle the world?
Rustle everybody.
Really?
Bring it on.
Okay. Oh, that's good. All right. Well,
done a lot of lockouts.
You have?
Yeah, I went to one place, hard to find it, and I just pulled in the guy's driveway. The store calls me and says the guy's wife's bringing him a key, and that was like 30 miles away.
Oh.
So I said, okay, don't bother him. Just no pay. Part of doing business.
Man. Never good.
Nope. Happens all the time, unfortunately.
It does. But well, perfect. Should we hop on to this week's winners?
Let's go.
So we got five $500 winners going on here. And now, Dad, would you like to announce them?
No, you can.
Would you like me to?
Well, I have a hard time pronouncing people's name if I can even read it half the time.
Well, isn't that what makes it fun?
No, because I want them to feel happy, not go, man, they slaughtered that.
Okay. Fair enough. So let me do it.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So before we announce this week's 5 lucky $500 winners, we need to first make sure we're on the same page on what to do if you win. Email us your shipping info to sales@CLKsupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989 and we'll
send your gifts soon.
Yes.
Always cracks me up that soon.
Yes. All right. So how to win? Comment on our videos with the hashtag LockBoss. Winners will be chosen from comments on the previous week's videos for our weekly giveaway. No purchase necessary, also known as my favorite part.
Well, those hats are pretty nice. I saw one today, and Aaron says, man, you got one every time. I said, I've never seen them.
Nice. All right, so with that being said, here we go. Winner number 1 is William C2553. Congratulations. Winner number 2 is Paul Aiden 770.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Winner number 3 is Lock Leisure. Congratulations. I think I see them in the chats actually.
Oh, awesome.
Winner number 4 this week is Jeff and Things.
Congratulations.
Last but not least, winner number 5 this week is Outlaw Locksmith.
Congratulations. I'm sure they're hopping up and down now.
Congratulations. That is so cool. Congrats to all the lucky winners. And
that Outlaw Locksmithing, I'm sure, if he has a van, he has an old Outlaw on the outside of it.
You think so?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool, actually, if you were to ask me.
Me too.
And of course, like what you were just talking about, we have the LockBoss Rekey Recon patch hat going on right now. You can get it for free on orders over $321 and up. All you have to do is add it to your cart for the offer.
I mean, they're spending that much with you
I guess
to
so.
get a hat, man.
Or they're buying them. One of the
That'd
two.
be worse.
Buying one a day, keeping well Pete's away.
Yeah, 'cause we pretty much come every day and get an order from every shop.
Oh yeah, that's how we like it. You know, let's get it up to 2, okay? 2 per store per day.
Yeah, can't do that.
3.
Can't do that.
Come on now.
Yeah, you do get 3 orders from us.
Well,
a day.
each store, each day.
No, I realize that.
That's very, very good, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Congrats to the 5 lucky LockBoss winners this week. Make sure you get a hold of us so you can get your credit code and then go wild with it. And of course, like always, we really do sincerely love to see your photos of your winnings, whether it's our weekly, just a weekly winning or one of the $500 winnings. Of course, we absolutely
Yeah, that's awesome.
love to
I always
see
like
it.
seeing it.
And of course, if you want, go ahead and jump on into the Discord, Jimmy J's Discord here just a little bit for the after party. I'll for sure be on there for a few minutes myself. And anyways, yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks
Nice
for having
catching
me.
up with you. You know, it's probably
Yeah.
good for us to catch up not on camera also too, especially when you're giving me these Father's Day.
Yeah, well, the funny
Zingers.
thing was I thought Father's Day was on a Saturday, and we were around a bunch of people, and I said, well? And he goes, well, what? I said, you don't even wish your dad a happy Father's Day. He goes, Dad, that's tomorrow. Oh, boy.
Oh,
Everybody laughed at me. I laughed at myself, too.
yeah.
So all I need is love, just for him to say Happy Father's Day.
That's sweet.
Because
Yeah.
my dad always said love and affection.
Love and affection. All right, everybody. Well, hey, have a good one. Maybe you'll see you in the after party. Maybe we'll see you next week. Watch out for the videos this week. You're probably going to love them. They're on Sunday. It's going to feature yours truly. He's going to be showing off his safe moving
Some of
equipment.
it, we didn't show it all.
Not at all,
Yeah.
but a decent amount.
Yeah.
And you're going to see an appearance from someone who you haven't seen for a while,
Yep.
which is
Kid Lock.
Kid Lock. So you'll be seeing Kid Lock this Sunday.
Yep.
So,
He does a great job.
absolutely. But all right, everybody, stay safe. We'll see you next time.
See ya.